Hello and welcome to this video on the price mechanism. In this video, we're going to look at the three functions of the price mechanism: rationing, signaling, and providing an incentive. So the price mechanism is how we allocate resources in markets. And a market is a place or a platform where buyers and sellers meet to exchange. Prices are established and resources are allocated. Markets require consumers, buyers, producers, sellers, and goods and services to trade. So the functions of the price mechanism is the means by which decisions of consumers and businesses interact to determine the allocation of scarce resources between different goods and services. Changes in a condition of supply or demand send the market price of a good up or down and affect the allocation. The price change acts as a signal to consumers and producers to change the quantity bought and sold, and hence the resource allocation. This is the price mechanism or price system. So there are three functions of the price mechanism. The first one is a signaling function. If prices are rising because of stronger demand from consumers, this sends a signal to suppliers to expand output if they can. Obviously, the ability to expand output or contract production depends on the price elasticity of supply, how responsive supply is to changes in price. But higher market prices act to tell suppliers to raise output because the supplier stands to make a higher profit. So without any government intervention, higher prices are sending a signal to the economy, to producers within the economy, that this is what we want more of. So for example, when world coffee market prices start to rise, this is sending a signal to farmers that tells them, right, we should be switching our crops towards coffee beans, because this is what people want from our economic system. Likewise, when prices are falling, this is sending a signal to coffee farmers that we want less coffee. Perhaps we want more of something else instead. So prices can be used as signals to indicate how much to produce. It's a similar idea with power prices. When power prices are rising, this is sending a signal to firms that we should expand production, we should create more power stations, and so on. If power prices are falling, then this is maybe a signal that we're becoming more efficient in terms of our energy consumption, and we don't need as many new coal or gas-fired power stations. The second function of the price mechanism is the rationing function. Prices serve to ration scarce resources when demand in a market outstrips supply. I'm sure we'd all like a Ferrari, but because they're allocated through the price, only those who can afford the price actually receive the resources. So they're rationed, they're allocated through the price mechanism. When there's a shortage of product in the market, the price will rise and deter some consumers from purchasing the product to ensure that products are still allocated. Some consumers who lack the effective demand, the purchasing power to buy things, will be priced out of the market, so ultimately we will get the same number of buyers and sellers. A good example here might be a toll road. Those people who are prepared to pay the toll can continue on their journey and so are allocated that resource. A similar idea might be an auction. Those who are prepared to pay the highest price win the auction, and so the resource is allocated. The third function of the price mechanism is that it provides an incentive. When prices are high, this attracts producers to the market because it can enable higher profits to be earned. New entrants will enter the market, providing innovation, competition, increased capacity. An example would be the smartphone market, for example. As prices rise, there's an incentive for other businesses to release their own smartphones, and so this creates competition, innovation, and is a good for consumers and society. The price mechanism was really first described and promoted by the economist Adam Smith, and he talked about this invisible hand as a metaphor to illustrate how the wealthy, by following their own individual self-interest, unwittingly stimulate the economy and assist the poor. So a shoemaker who responds to higher prices for shoes by making more shoes is doing that out of their own self-interest, but at the same time they're also solving the problem, or catering for the extra demand that there clearly has been for shoes. So everybody wins. So in this video we've looked at the three functions of the price mechanism: rationing, signaling, and providing incentives. That's it. Thanks for listening.